Okay guys, welcome back to Chaos. Today, we're working on the 68 Mustang and maybe a little bit on the 65. But we'll start with this. So I robbed the carburetor off of it to get the fire truck I bought home. So now I gotta put the carburetor back on, try to get it running, maybe put a few more parts on it like the headlights, stuff like that, and try to figure out the horrific wobble in the front end. But we're gonna try to get this thing actually on the street today. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so we are in here now. I bought some new nuts for it. They're nice and shiny. You know, every good car has good nuts. Alright, so let's get this thing tightened down. And remember, do like an X pattern. No, it evenly torques it down. If you're new to this kind of builds, you know. 30 years later. Can't find my impact. I think I let somebody borrow it. I don't know where it's at, but it'll turn up eventually, I hope. So, finish torquing these bad boys down. We got 4. Yeah, so I'm gonna go across here. And then I'm gonna do a next pattern, and boom. This is gonna be done. And you should always go back through and torque each one down a little more. I'm sure there's specifications. You can find the specs online to torque these down. This is a Edelbrock intake with the Holley carb. Don't ask me what kind of carb, I have no idea. It was on it when we got it. There's the numbers if you want to look it up yourself. There's some more stuff up here. So I can get it in focus. Yeah, there you go. Alright, and we had to modify some stuff for this thing because we put a transmission out of a, what the heck was that? 1990 Ford Mustang into this. Replaced the little crappy transmission that was in it. Come on. There we go. Alright, we are torqued to spec. So we had to modify it. So here's the transmission kickdown. We made it out of a saw blade. Some of my better welds. I know you guys are gonna say those aren't perfect, but I am proud of them. Okay, they actually turned out pretty good. And I just realized I torqued down that back bolt, and this has to bolt to that. That's how I built it. So that's gonna hook up there. We're gonna hook up our kick down over here and hook up our throttle. And it's pretty simple. And I gotta hook up the fuel line. This thing should fire up. Should. We're still running the original fuel pump. Okay, not original. I've replaced the fuel pump, but it's original style. It's still inside the engine. We don't have electric. If that ever goes out, I'll probably just go ahead and replace it with the electric. I like electric fuel pumps. They're way easier to start these carbureted engines. Because you have to choke it, wait for it to start. It's a pain in the butt. I hate mechanical. But it still works. The lobe's not worn out yet. I replaced one of these once. I did the timing chain, and I went ahead and removed the whole freaking lobe that controls the fuel pump, and did away with all that because I was in there. So, which this is pretty much the same thing. This is a 302, I believe. I think this is a 302. I can't remember, or 289. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. It's been a while since I've worked on this engine. I know we're dropping a 5.0 in that Mustang. Alright, so I'm going to hook up this linkage and I'll show you what I did. Let's do it. Okay, so this is what's going on with the linkage. So, this is our saw blade mount we made. We've got the linkage coming in, going down, hooking up right there. It's pretty cool. It works pretty good. And then over here we just had to hook up the linkage back here. I gotta go get a pin for it. Hopefully I have one. If not, I gotta make another parts run already. put the bolts on. So this thing's pretty much good to go. I gotta clean the leaves off the headers. No, we don't, you know, catch it on fire. And I think that's about all we gotta do. Okay, so I just robbed the battery from the truck and I just ran my push button start over here. And I got a on and off switch, listen. Boom, so we can kill it right here with this kill switch. If need be. We'll hit it with a little go juice. And see if she pops over. Make sure I have the switch turned on right. I don't think she is. It should have done something. Let's try it that way. Hit it with a little more. That should have done something. There we go. That's more like it. You know, I probably should check the oil before I do all this. Let's make sure the oil's good. Yeah, she's got oil. Remember, kids, make sure you check your oil. If you like your engine, at least. Come on, go back to your home. There we go. Hopefully we have fuel, because I'm not seeing fuel yet coming through the fuel pump. I can tell by right here. Not seeing nothing. So it might be out of fuel. I'll hit it a couple more times, try to get to cycle. Let's do it. Ready? By the way, this is a difficult one-handed. I'm not seeing fuel. It might be out yet. It should be pumping some fuel by now. Yeah, no fuel. So I guess I better go throw some gas in the back of this thing. But it's running again. The carburetor seems to be working pretty good. I do hear an exhaust leak, which I thought I fixed that. That's not good. I hate taking off the headers because you get like very little room in there. Because I had to drop the headers to put the transmission in, so I need to figure out why there's an exhaust leak. It should not be leaking. Engine sounds good though. So I'll say that's a good start. We did good. I just gotta figure out why it's not getting fuel. That fuel pump better not have gone bad already. Pretty sure we just replaced it. Pretty sure. No guarantees. Alright, I'm gonna kill this, disconnect the battery because we don't want a dead battery. And I've gotta run and do a few things and possibly come back and finish this today. I'd love to get the pull out of here. I have to air up the tire because apparently the tire went flat. Those are brand new tires, which telling me it's probably a bead issue. Not a biggie. We'll get it taken care of. Alright, we'll be back in a snap. Okay, so this is where I've gotten so far. I put some gas in it, that's all that's wrong with it. So the kill switch is backwards. Flip that on. And then we got our push button start right here. Let's bring the thing up. Good, besides a slight exhaust leak on this side. I don't know why, because I just cut all those bolts. Maybe one of the bolts rattled loose, but it's running. Now I've just got to air up that tire. I think the other ones are aired up. Yeah, I'm gonna try to pull it out of here, get it out there so we can start working on it right away in the morning. I've got to get ready for work now. Fun stuff. Okay, you gotta admit, that's one sexy looking car. Okay, so I love the stance in the front end. We actually had to roll the fenders back to fit these wheels on here. I would like to get a little bit lower tread, but these are what was originally on it, so that's what we went with because we knew that's probably what they had it clearance for. So we slammed these on here. These are like drag tires, pretty much. Got the fat boys in the rear, which fit perfectly. I don't know about if you put too much weight in there, if she's gonna sag, but it wouldn't hurt too much. But we rolled the fenders back on that too. Everything looks pretty good. It runs and drives. That's always good. It is slipping a little bit. I think it needs some transmission fluid. It might be leaking. So we got it pulled out. Now we're gonna do some cosmetics, and one of us is gonna have to tackle that wiring. I'm gonna have to try to weasel out of it somehow, make Alan do it. So I hate wiring. One thing nice about this, I actually bought a panel, which, shoot, I don't know where that's at. I think it's in the house. It's either in the house or in the toolbox in the mini truck. Yes, I really need to start organizing stuff. And we have to find the tachometer and all that stuff for this because it's pretty. We've been working on the interior, but nothing too crazy. I think we've done videos of it. So it's got the carpet. We cleaned the seats up, which I need to retreat the seats. It's got a tear, but you know what? That's not gonna hurt anything. I might try to glue it. But these seats are actually pretty plush. So we just need to put the dash together. We need to find a dash pad. We might have to order that online. Gotta put a good radio in, and that's about it. So let's go ahead and get back to it. Okay, so here is the little control panel I was telling you about. Flip it on, start the engine. Kill the engine. And it's got extra auxiliary switches we'll use for something. I would really love to mount this right here, but I need to get the rest of the plastics and make sure it's not going to interfere with anything. So I really don't want to chop up any of the original parts, but if they're already cracked or damaged, I won't care. But right now, that's where I'm thinking about putting it, because I think that would look freaking awesome right there. I think it'll work. It's easy to use. Just hop in the car, flip on the switch, boop boop, start. Yeah, and I gotta bolt this down. I got some metal tappers so I can drill this, put this in place. I'm gonna build a nice metal cover to cover up all of this, make that look really cool. I might actually play with my MIG. Not MIG, what the heck's that called? TIG welder? Yeah, it's my TIG welder. Yeah, my MIG welder is the other one. I have all different welders, except for the regular torch welder. I don't have one of those. But I've done some MIG welding, but it seemed pretty simple. It's like I was just at the learning stage, but I've been using my stick welder more than anything because it's quick, heavy welds. But this definitely needs to be screwed down, and I'm gonna make the coolest panel for this. So, even if I have to grind and make it look pretty, I'm gonna be happy with it. Door panels, all that good stuff. So let's get into it. Alrighty, it's a new day. We're out here getting ready to fire up the Mustang. This is a cold start, so I'm kind of curious. I got the battery, and let's see. You know, both cables are red, so you just gotta look at it, make sure, and make clicky noises. That's a good sign. All right. Switch is on. Should I choke it? It's probably gonna choke it. It's cool.
She likes being choked. No safe word, oh no.
Alright. Rear drive. do it. You don't have to put it in park. You can
No.
start it in any gear.
Yeah.
Now it's ready to drive.
I like that sound. You're burning a little rich.
Very rich, actually. Yeah, I can smell that.
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna start with the wiring, because main thing, this, when you start driving, that makes contact with the door, and it makes throws that starter right in that flywheel, you know, because we don't give a fuck about this.
Is that what that was?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that sound.
That was not
and
a
the
happy
dash.
sound.
We got the dash.
Start with the dash, and then we got to sand and paint the door,
Yes.
and then try to put some door panels on here, and install our new switch. I've already showed it off, but show it off again because it's kind of cool looking.
It's kind of cool.
And this thing was actually pretty cheap. I bought it on the interwebs.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm thinking about putting it there as long as it doesn't, sorry, doesn't interfere with anything.
You shouldn't.
'Cause I know there's like a little panel that goes right here that's supposed to have vents. That doesn't have vents.
Yeah.
This is like a bone stock. cheap
Yeah,
one.
I'm not putting AC or heat in this.
Yeah, later
We're in
on we might
Georgia,
put
we don't
AC,
need it.
but
You don't need AC.
we need AC.
You roll down the windows and cruise.
Yeah, you need AC, okay? It's
No.
like, okay, so we're gonna swap out the hood and do interior. That's the main things today. And maybe, I'm not really worried about installing
Going
the,
from that hood to
that one.
that one.
It's gonna be a lot.
Oh yeah. Don't forget to show it off.
Yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
get some stickers for this thing.
Oh yeah.
I might do something on the glass until we get it painted.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
But yeah, we'll start making it look better, wiring, get all the wiring done.
Make everything look pretty.
Pretty much.
Pretty
Get
much.
to it.
Pretty much.
The parts. Mustang.
Mustang dash part, Mustang dash
It's not beautiful, but we'll pull them back out and clean them up later.
More.
And we got more parts in here.
Oh wow.
It actually cleans up quite nicely.
Yeah.
So we might detail those before we put them in.
Go down, yeah.
Get them as clean as possible.
Exactly.
This needs recoated.
Yeah, we're gonna recoat that with some chroming.
I'll go get some Kentucky Chrome from the auto parts store.
Oh yeah.
Alright, let's get to it. Drag these totes out there.
Down south, dude, you call that the Alabama chrome, not Kentucky chrome.
It's close
You ain't-
enough.
You ain't in the Midwest no more.
It's still Kentucky Chrome, okay. Mustang. You got a lot of extra parts in this sucker.
Oh yeah.
Alright, let's do it. Okay, I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate about this, but we're chopping up this factory metal piece here. But
In our defense, this was already modified for a drag strip, so it's not original at all.
so this is gonna be going right there. But originally I had planned to chop the plastics right here, which were original too. So
Yeah.
we're leaving those because I don't want to destroy all that. We're gonna cut this out and we're gonna make our little plate this is gonna bolt to. I'm gonna build a little piece of metal that's gonna come down and around so you can tap it to it. So let's get to chopping.
Huh?
This is hurting me.
Ah, it's already a Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Alright, we gotta cut some more, baby.
Oh yeah. she's
Yeah,
gonna
maybe.
need a little more cut out.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut back here next. Don't stop crying yet. Alright.
Ready?
I might have a fun time getting in there.
Plasma cutter?
I could use a plasma cutter, but
That might be fun getting to.
Plasma cutter.
plasma cutter.
All
Yeah,
right.
if you want me to get to it.
Okay, I got the plasma cutter. We're cutting inside of a car. That's not the best
Let's see
idea.
what
But
happens.
don't stare directly at the light. I'm kind of using the back to block it. That's why I'm not wearing glasses. Not the perfect cut because it's wanting to arc off of the side here, but it's working. Yeah, see, I moved it over a little bit and I got a better cut.
Quicker than a grinder.
Yeah.
Oh, and do not wear Crocs while you're doing this.
Yes.
I just got sparks on the toes.
Sparks on the toes.
Done.
I think so. Let's test fit this.
Okay. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah. You don't have to be all up in it.
Get all up in your business.
This is awkward. I'm trying to cut the fuck out of my hand, so you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it looks like we have to come down a little more, actually.
Let's come down a little more.
Yeah, just a little more.
Bring it down here.
Yeah, I'll just do a clean cut right across the bottom.
All right. Nobody wants.
Okay, so we're back in the truck, car thing. Okay.
I've been working on the truck.
Yeah, I've been working on the truck too much, but yeah, we're back in the Mustang. Okay.
New Ford.
Okay, so we didn't record the 10 hours of wiring we were trying to figure out, but we figured out this little box. It was backwards from the diagram, but we're ignoring that. This is like what, 15 bucks?
Yeah.
That's what I paid for this thing. All right, so you now flip the switch on, and you hit the starty button, and let me get my foot down there on the gas pedal. It works, and now we can kill it right here. Boom. And we have 3 accessory wires, which are we already ran all the power to them. So now we just gotta add the accessories if we want to. So everything's technically wired here. I do have the accessory wire coming from the original ignition. I think we got all the wires. So this is pretty much like when you turn the key on, old school style. This is gonna hit the power. We're just gonna have it so you flip a switch and turn on your headlights, your brake lights, running lights. And we just realized this light works. I don't know what that is dangling down there.
That's why your brake lights aren't working.
Is that the brake switch?
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's why the brake lights don't work.
Well, they should set this up for drag strip. They probably didn't care about brake lights.
They probably did not care about brake lights.
The only reason you need
Fun
those
stuff.
is people behind them on the strip.
That needs a new thing.
Yeah.
Here, you can have
want
that.
that.
You can have that. You can have that.
It's his car.
Alright, so let's finish wiring all this and put that in. Hook this wire up. I'm not going to show you exactly how we wired all this up because it's kind of sketchy.
We need to put it.
Oh yeah, I do need to put a piece on there. That way it's less fiery. That's our hot wire coming in. We were going to try to do a relay,
For
but
test purposes only.
Yeah.
we said fuck the relay. We'll use that for something else. This is probably the most professional wiring job we've ever done. I just want to say
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
pretty legit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I've never done a wiring job that's legit.
Yeah, once we tuck all these wires away, you won't even see any of the wires.
We even wired it up under the hood even professional.
Why not put the plasma cutter ground out there?
It's fine.
All right, legit.
Legit.
All right, done. Okay, so we just got done doing the wiring. Hit it. Boom.
Oh yeah.
Sweet. All right, let's back it up.
Ready?
Yeah, we are ready. That's backfired. Those wells are wanting to spin. Should have just backed in the grass.
Over here.
Just pull over here. Yo. We need to tune the carb a little better. That was a one-well pill. That was kind of sad. It's only a one-well pill. We might have to get a locker for the rear. You cut yourself? Oh. Oh yeah. That'll pinch you.
Take it easy. It might be a little long.
Yeah, it might be low on transmission fluid.
I know.
Don't destroy the transmission.
Pull up. I think it's getting. There you go. See, now it spins. All right. Swan, dude. Let's get some fluid in it before you blow it up.
Oh, smell that rubber.
Yeah, it burnt some rubber on gravel, which is kind of cool.
Oh yeah, I love this thing.
All right, now
Yo,
we wrap. We're gonna do the dash pad, door panels, and wrap the speaker thingy in the back window, and change the hood. That's our goals for the day.
Yes.
And then we're done.
you got your nice hood for it.
Yeah, we got the nice hood,
Yeah.
and maybe might try to put the lights in, but that's might be a bit too much. Let's get to it.
Might be
I've
tomorrow.
had enough wiring.
To the hobby shop.
We got enough wiring.
Okay guys, I got some room in the garage. I am actually getting ready to start making door panels. I have to go cut one more of these panels here. It's a little thicker than the original OEM parts, but I'm gonna run with it. So we got this purple vinyl, and I've got some streams, or string, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna use for designs on it to make it look a little bit more professional. I'm gonna show you what I'm doing, how I'm making these real quick. I just got some scrap lumber from the job actually, so I'm gonna show you how to do it. Let's do it. So right here, I went ahead and made one entire template out of the original door panel. If you don't have one of the door panels, you can take it over there, measure the sizes, do it that way on the actual door. But I was lucky enough to have at least one door panel. So here's one of the original door panels. It's obviously gonna be a lot thinner. But I'm just gonna be wrapping vinyl around that, so it's not gonna be a whole lot thicker. But I think we should be good. Only issue we may have is the doorknob clearance. But it should be okay. So let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna cut this out and then start in on the other stuff. Let's do it. Okay, so I already did both panels. I just had to cut some more holes for the door handles. And then you got the door window, and it's window and lever. So this one's done. Looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. So now I've got to go back through and sand this one down. I got the edges pretty smooth. I'm gonna touch this one up real quick and we'll be done. Alrighty. So here's the first panel. Turned out quite nicely. We got the door painted. It's drying now. Then we can slap this one on there. I think it's gonna look fine. Issue we're having is we are gonna have to replace the doors, the handles.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, like to close it. That's the only issue I'm seeing because the ones we have, one's brand new and one's original.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
But as soon as this is dry enough to touch, we'll start working on it, which is getting there already. Will it dry a little longer, but. Oh. And Tweedledee and Tweedledum actually got the hood installed. Yeah, that tire leaks here. I think it's the bead. But I think that hood looks really nice. We just need to sand it and paint it, and it's ready to go.
We already found the paint.
Yeah, we already found the paint, which that'll probably be the next video. We'll probably be doing the paint on it. Might try to knock it out next couple of weeks or so. Try to get it painted. Because right now we're working on cosmetics and wiring in this video.
Yeah.
Trying to get the interior wrapped up. Because it's so close to being done. We just got to finish it. Amazingly, like everything works. It even has dash lights.
Yeah.
The dash lights actually work. They're just really dim because this knob is busted. It doesn't do anything when you turn it. But it does turn on. So you do have tail lights and all that. We don't have the headlights installed, so we don't know. And when I turn on the lights, I didn't even know this. This little Ford emblem, little Mustang emblem actually lights up red.
Okay, I gotta see that.
Which is pretty cool at night. But that's all installed. I'll have to probably take that off to install the dash pad and then reinstall that. It's just gonna kind of dangle there. I'm not doing the typical dash pad because original dash pads, they come down and they go right into this. I'm having ours kind of wrap around everything, kind of tug away, all snug and nice and neat. I've got that padding, which we need to get out of the car.
Yeah.
You can go do that.
You won't leave until I'm completely ready for it.
All right, okay, so I got the door panel put on. It looks great, and I gotta put the other one on now. Turned out pretty good. We gotta get new like handles and replace the door latch lever. And we're gonna replace these. They're good and everything, they're just kind of pitted and old. So we're gonna try to get new ones to make it look shiny, because the door looks so damn good.
You don't want that little ugly.
But you gotta picture how good this looks. Now we gotta make the rest of the car match. It's like we just gotta make it all come together.
It will.
Oh yeah. All right, I'm gonna get started on this next one and get it installed, and then the door panels will be done and probably start it on the dash. And I'm waiting on a guy to go get another car. So I'm not sure if we'll be able to get all this finished, but we'll try. All right, let's do it. I don't know. Ooh, I might have just found the unicorn. I think that's it. Looks like it. Yeah, boy.
That's where the radio.
That's the radio one.
Okay.
Is this the one we found? It was in there.
Yeah.
I don't know what it goes to.
I don't know.
It doesn't. I was like, that's way too square for this car. It's like 70s
Yeah.
looking stuff. But anyway, so we already got the door panels installed. They look really good. I'm happy with how they turned out. The dash pad's installed. It looks good, but it's not perfect. I could have done better on a few spots, but I think it looks pretty good. And here, I'll show it off. All right, so it turned out pretty good. Looks like we got our control panel right here. We just gotta hook up a safety kill switch. Like the dash pad, I think it looks pretty darn good, honestly.
I'm amazed.
It's like this side's where it gets a little wrinkly, but I also had the little dip right here, which made it difficult. But you gotta figure I'm working with, what is this? Velvet. Yeah, I was working with velvet. But it turned out very nice. And I got all the panels put in on this side. I got that panel tucked away. Looks pretty good. Anyway, it's looking pretty good. I would like to get this panel put in over here, and maybe put that in and put the glove box in, and maybe either tomorrow or sometime either before or after work, get this thing built around here. This is actually bolted in now, so we can put it in all the gears without it moving on us. That's kind of nice. So, obviously we didn't do anything to the outside of this car. Yeah, we did get the hood on. I think I already showed that off, didn't I? Yeah. But we did get bolts for it, so that's actually got all the bolts like it's supposed to have now. It actually opens and closes. Something we thought was pretty cool. I didn't actually know what it was. These lights. There's two lights. Jordan thought it was cool because it had lights for under here. But these actually plug into here. And when you're driving, it shows you that you have your turn signals on. Kind of cool. Yeah, I need that 'cause I'm always driving around with my turn signals on. But it's turned out pretty good. Alright, I think that's gonna probably be it for this video, honestly. We'll wrap it up. We're gonna finish buttoning up a few little things, but yeah, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. We will see you guys next time on the Mustang build. It's coming along. It's almost roadworthy, I would say. It's really, really close. Alright, let's end it.